My name is Claudia Parsons, and this is Chandra Hughes.
An Illuminating Road is a story we wrote together in our weekly meetings. This is a snippet from the beginning of the story.
A few things you need to know to set the scene. Kate is a journalist. She just got out of work late at night and is driving to New Jersey to visit her mom.
Kisa is the princess of Rendelia, a magical world, and just got out of school, heading home.
An Illuminating Road. Kate had been listening to late-night radio on WFUV. They were playing lazy jazz. But as she got into the Lincoln Tunnel, the music faded to silence, not even the buzz of static noise. That was odd. Then things got really strange. At the end of the tunnel, she saw what seemed to be daylight, and the road diverged before it got to the end. Two roads. Which should she take? Both were blocked by orange traffic barriers. There was nobody behind or up ahead. She stopped, uncertain what to do, got out of the car and walked up to one of the barriers, then to the other.
Kisa closed her eyes, raised her arms up into the sky, and said the words that would teleport her home. She opened her eyes, expecting to see her blue-colored room with her purple bed, but instead, all she saw was a dark road leading up to a white light. Shrugging, she followed the path. She felt like she was drawn to the light. In fact, she realized she was. Coming to the end of the road, she saw a figure standing there. It looked like a tall, skinny woman with curly, reddish-brown hair. The woman looked like she was swaying nervously. Approaching the stranger, Kisa asked, "Are you lost?"
Kate had never seen anybody quite like this before. The first thing she noticed was the purple eyes and blue hair. That and the fact that the girl had just appeared in the distance literally out of nowhere. Not exactly in a flash of light, but 1 second there was nothing, then the next she was there. She didn't look unfriendly, this person. In fact, she was coming forward with a look of concern and curiosity. She was dressed in a flowing robe that was elegant, but a bit old-fashioned. She had an air of somebody important, who was used to being the center of attention. "Yes, I guess that's pretty obvious, isn't it?" Kate answered with a smile, surprisingly at ease with this very strange stranger.
Kisa grinned, reached out her hand, and asked, "Should I take you to a place where miracles can happen?"
What? Sorry, do you mean me? I think I might be in the wrong place." Kate was used to being in the wrong place, but this time she was really confused.
"Of course, unless you see another thing living near you. Have you ever heard of Rendelia?"
"I don't think that's in New Jersey, is it?" Kate said, not wanting to be rude, but feeling like she did just go through the Lincoln Tunnel, so she must be mad if she wasn't in New Jersey.
"New Jersey?" She thought for a moment. "I should know everything in my own kingdom, right?" she asked herself. Is that a food or something?"
"No, I thought I was heading for New Jersey tonight, but I think I'm lost. I guess I should just go back," Kate said, glancing over her shoulder. There was no car, no tunnel.
"There is no way back," Kisa said with amusement. Once you enter Rendelia, you can never return where you came from." That was one thing Kisa's father, Ryoga, had taught her. The king's words echoed through her head. He had said, "If you ever find someone who isn't from our world, bring them back with you." Kisa shook her head, clearing her father's words from her mind. "Should I take you to a magical place?"
Kate didn't know how to react. On the one hand, this girl had an aura of calm, something magical that inspired confidence and trust. On the other hand, she had just told her she was never going home again. What about her mother's surprise party the next day? Not to mention her entire life in New York. She took a deep breath, tried to be logical, reasonable, to think about the answer. Nothing came to her. "Okay," she heard herself say.
Kisa smiled. "That's a good girl," she said. She thought for a second. Is another teleportation such a good idea? Shrugging, she grabbed the girl's hand and said, "Luce celestre, portami lontana." Kisa reached her free arm to the sky and closed her eyes, letting the light absorb her, as she and the girl were lifted into the sky.
That's the end for now, but if you want to read more, we have a website, and the link is on the Girls Right Now site, and it's a long story with lots of twists and turns.